What up, guys? Detour Garage here. I'm Ryan, here with Tim and Mark. We grew up together, always building stuff. Started out this project, we decided to document it on Instagram. A lot of you guys have been asking for videos, so we decided to give it a shot.
Yep, we're at the point where everything's kind of mocked up. We're going to give you a walk around of what we have with the whole setup. Pretty soon we're going to be taking it all apart and painting everything. So before that, we'll just give you a quick walk around and show you where we're at.
This may be our first video, but it's definitely not going to be our last video.
Yep.
I hope you guys follow along and like what you see.
Hot?
Yep. So we're going to start with the never-ending question of why. Why? Because we had a 6.0 POWERSTROKE just sitting in the corner, blown head gaskets, nothing, just sitting there going to waste. We decided, we're like, why not? Let's just put it together and do a quick rebuild on it.
Yep, we tore her down, took the block apart, boiled it in the tank and everything. So we did that, cleaned her up, painted her. We put head studs on her, fresh bearings, honed out the cylinders, put a fresh water pump, new H-pop, fresh gaskets. We just rebuilt the injectors, 30 overs. We're going to put a new turbo on it. We're kind of leaning towards a KC1, stage 1 turbo for her, but we're still deciding.
And then we're like, after we did that, we're like, well, we got to put it in something. And we ended up finding this truck, perfect, Ford on Ford, Ford Ranger, is in great shape,
Yep.
Great deal. Couldn't pass it up.
Couldn't have picked a better
It
option.
was an old farm truck out of New Jersey, and we just decided to completely tear it apart and give it a new life.
Yep.
Yep.
We got
Who
a lot.
the f*** is this guy?
Alright, so we're going to start from the bottom here, and with the custom frame we built, out of 2x4 120 wall. We took the cab bed off the truck, sat it next to it, took all the measurements, and pretty much copied the stock layout of the bed to the cab. And then to fit the motor, we had to drop the front of it about 7 inches. We used the Mustang 2 front end from Speedway.
Yep. We also got all these custom brackets and mounts that you can see here. We drew these up all and sent them out to Send Cut Send. They've been great to work with. Cut them out and send them right back to you to use. So we got a custom fuel cell mount right here for a little 15-gallon fuel cell that we got. We got custom bed mounts here, all 4 corners. Also, we got custom made bag perches. We got this custom bracket here for the sway bar in the rear.
And then we have our 4-link setup, which we actually made in-house.
Yeah.
It's just a triangulated 4-link, so we didn't have to use a panhard bar, and that's attached to the 8.8 rear end out of the Explorer. And in order to make that work, we had to shorten the driver's side about 3 inches.
Yeah, so we did that. It's got the, like you said, it's an 8.8. It's out of an Explorer, so it has a 31 spline axles, a little bit more upgraded from the original. So we also got this custom drive shaft you can see down here to bolt up to it, and it also has we had to get a slip yoke for a 5R110 and send it out to PST down in Florida, and they made us a nice custom 4-inch drive shaft.
And then as far as suspension, we went with Ride Tech airbag kit. Right here we got our air tank, our compressor, solenoid. Ran through, plumbed to the bags. Obviously it's kind of rough right now, just to make sure everything functions and works the way it's supposed to.
Yep. So next we can come up here and we can look at the front bags.
Alright, so as far as the front end here, as I said before, we lowered the frame about 7 inches using the Mustang 2 front end. And that was all pretty much to be able to get the motor to fit under the hood without having to cut out for oil filters and intercooler lines and everything else that's on top of this motor. With that, we also had to notch out the oil pan, and we added about 1 inch to it and cut out about 1 inch in the back of it. So we should be roughly in the same ballpark of oil capacity there. As far as these front motor mounts, they were also made from Sencut Sen, like we said before. Just simple plates, welded them together and made a pretty strong unit there. So for the front end, obviously the Mustang 2 front end's a little bit better than the dual I-beam that it originally had, and also with that you're able to do a rack and pinion steering, which gives us plenty more room to fit the motor in, and with that came custom steering column, the whole 9.
Into the cab.
Let's grab a light. Give him a light.
In the cab, it's a work in progress, but the floors are all custom. Trans tunnel, firewall was redone. We have a B&M shifter. Battery box is gonna go behind the dash, up against the firewall.
Should fit up right about here. Not too bad of a location.
Nice.
Terminal is easy to get to. And as far as behind the seat for our harnesses, we made this nice harness bar, connected it down through the body mount to the frame.
We got the Simpson
Harnesses.
harnesses, no name eBay seats that we got from Sean. That's pretty much it for inside the cab so far. Alright, well this is the end of the walk around. I know it was pretty quick, but we still have a lot of work to do. We're to the point where everything's kind of mocked up and we gotta take it all apart. We're sending the frame out to powder coat, cleaning up a lot of the interior, the engine bay, get that ready for paint.
Build here, we're obviously not done. That was just a quick overview of what we've done so far. And in the future, we're gonna try to take more videos of us working and explain what we're doing at the time and how we're doing it.
Yeah, but if you guys wanted to get a little more in-depth look at each progress that we went over today, from the frame to the motor build to the floor, you can check us out on Instagram at the Detour Garage. Give us a follow there and keep along both places for the progress of this build.
And hopefully you guys will stick around and see what this thing becomes.
Yeah.
If you liked it, throw us a like. If you have any questions, give us a comment and hit that subscribe button if you want to see more.